Okay, so my friend told me about this guy on the internet that planks and tells stories at the same time. Okay, so I'm gonna try that because what a great way to do two things that I don't want to do at the same time. Okay, so this is my first plank and post, and I'm gonna tell you a little story. We'll see how long I last. Okay, okay. So, my name is Ilem. I was born in Colombia, but I grew up in North America. I grew up in the States and in Canada. Nobody say anything about my form. Yes, it's bad, but at least I'm doing it. Um, and I grew up mostly in with Catholic roots, but then when I was 12, I really feel that I started a relationship with Jesus. And as you will see, Jesus is the most important person in my life. He is so real to me. And it's because he saved me out of something. He gave me a lot of basically everything that everyone is looking for in the world. And part of that is purpose. He gave me a reason to live, a reason that is not only like a 50-year retirement plan, but more like a 5,000 billion whatever year eternity plan. He gave me perspective. He taught me about how this world is, how life is so much more than this world. He taught me about how life is actually found in everything but living for yourself and trying to get your own goals and your own things figured out. Like life is so much more than that. Life actually begins the moment that you surrender what you think life is like according to what we've been taught to do, according to what the culture says, according to what this world says. And life actually begins when we kind of lay everything down and just say, okay, Jesus, you rule. You make the decisions. You call the shots. And I'm going to get up. And when I wake up, I'm waking up so that you can live your life through me. And that's Galatians 2:20. And I'm waking up to be love and to become love, not need love from people, not expect love from people. I'm going to wake up to shine because people need that, And I'm getting all of this from one of my favorite preachers. His name is Dan Mohler. So that's one of the reasons that I felt God saved me from a life of purposelessness. Another reason, okay, I'm going to try to do a plank. Another reason that Jesus, actually, I can call Jesus my savior, is because he saved me from this idea of like self-destruction, pretty much. Before knowing him, it really was that. It was really bad self-esteem. It was really bad awareness of, or like really poor awareness of who I really was. Like no worth, no sense of worth, no sense of value. But, and like slowly destroying my body in different ways. Ugh. Okay, this is bad for my back. And slowly, I guess, just walking towards self-hate and really despising the person that I was becoming. And it was until he met me and actually showed me who he created me to be that I was able to put down the old me, the old self, and to walk in the newness of my new life. So now that I have this new life, like what I was talking about, I'm no longer trying to put down or self improve or self help this self that God created, because the self that I created, that God created, the person that He created, the new creation, is perfect in God's eyes. And of course, that's my spirit. Maybe my behavior still needs a lot of work, but I've learned that the core of who I am is completely united with Christ. And if Christ and I are one, the core of who I am, then I know that out of that place, a lot of good things will flow, or like good fruit will come. But it's only because I am united with Him. And I can't do anything in my own strength, but I know that it's only by remaining in that union with Him. And it's nothing that I have to do, but it's more about just believing and rejoicing in the fact that Jesus' death and resurrection actually also meant that I got to be resurrected into this new life, into this new creation that is so whole and righteous and right with God, that now I just get to rejoice in that. And out of that place, all of that good behavior will flow, all of the good deeds will flow, and it's not backwards. So it's this joy. It's this incredible joy of being united with Christ, of Him filling this hole in my heart that I used to have before I knew Him, that I was trying to fill it with validation from other people, partying, and just all these experiences, when really I know that my heart was crying out for the real thing. And the real thing was Jesus. The real thing was the one that actually makes my heart come alive, makes my soul come alive, makes the essence of who I am come alive. And He came in and He moved in with me, and He lives inside of me. There is no other closest possible union than that. Marriage is the closest thing on earth that resembles that, but it's actually meant to point to our union with Christ. So that's why maybe even as Christians tend to idolize marriage, but it's really because we're longing for that perfect union. We're longing to be known. We're longing to be understood. But that is because we are actually meant to have that, and we actually do have that in Jesus Christ. But if we don't know that, then of course we're going to try to fill it with other things. So that's another reason why Jesus is my Savior, is my everything. He describes Himself as the bridegroom. He's filled that place too. It's that place of being known by Him and being completely one with Him. Like, that is crazy that God, Jesus Himself, like, wants to live His life through you, through me. Like, that is crazy to me, and such a life hack. Okay, so I bless you, and I'm gonna try to continue to do a workout. We'll see. How do you turn this thing on?